السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, today we will know how can we make the Arabic alphabets. In any language, we have four main skills. The first skill is reading. The second is writing. The third skill is listening. The last one is speaking. So if you want to do that in Arabic language, you must know some facts about the Arabic alphabets at the beginning. We have 28 letters in Arabic. The first one is ba, the last one is ya. But we have one of the main sounds in Arabic. The sound is alif. This sound is very important in our language, so we put it in the table of the Arabic alphabets. But actually, this isn't a letter, just sound. The second fact that we must know is we are studying one of the most rich language around the world. No, the rich the rich language around the world, because we have around 560 sounds in Arabic language from these 28 letters. So we must know how can we make, and we must know the articulation point of the letters. We have main five articulation points, or we can make the Arabic letters from five places in the sound machine in any person. The first place is al-khayshum. Al-khayshum means the nasal cavity or the nose. If we want to pronounce some letters, we can find part of these letters come from the mouth, and the rest of it come from the nose. We call the sound that we can make from the nose is the al-ghunna. Is al-ghunna. Al-ghunna or echo, if you want to know that you pronounce it al-ghunna very well, you can close your nose during making two letters only in the Arabic language. They are noon and mim. For example, to be shown for you, we will use mim with sukoon, and we will put alif with fatha before it to can pronounce it, because we can't start with second letter in Arabic language. And I would pronounce it during closing my nose by two fingers. Am, am, am. This is the sound of al-ghunna. The same thing if we find an with sukun also. An, an. This is the sound of al-ghunna during making noon sound. So if we find noon or mim, in any case, with fatha, with kasra, with dhamma, with shadda, fatha and or dhamma, kasra, tanween, noon with sukoon, or mim with these sounds, we must make ghunna. This al-ghunna comes from the cavity, nasal cavity. And we must know that the time of al-ghunna is 2 beats or 2 harakas. And we can count them by closing or opening our finger. For example, this word an. I will close my nose to hear the sound of al-ghunna during making noon with shadda. And I will count the time of al-ghunna by two fingers. I will open two fingers. And, and, without closing my nose. And, and, and take care with that. I close my nose now to know the sound of al-ghunna only. But actually, from the mistakes is closing your nose by your fingers. Just we know that we made al-ghunna by this way, but with repetition you will make al-ghunna without this test. The second articulation point of the Arabic letters is aljawf. And this is the last one we will study today, inshallah. At the beginning, what is the meaning of aljawf? Aljawf is the empty space in the throat and the oral cavity. And if you want to check that you can make some letters from aljawf, try, and you can't find that. Try to find any touched place in your mouth. And the aljawf letters are three. The first one is long vowel alif. The second one is long vowel waw. The third one is long vowel ya. If we find alif after fatha, waw after dhamma, ya after kasra, in this case you will find the articulation point is aljawf. You can't find any touched places in your mouth. And take care with that. Alif, in this case, just a long time for al-fatha. Waw is just a long time of al-dhamm. Ya is long time of al-kasra. So if you want to pronounce all of them, for example, we can depend on this word أو حينا أو حينا. In this word, we can find at the end of it noon with fatha, then long vowel alif. أوحينا. Check the last sound of this word and compare it with the previous two sounds. أو أو أو. You will find your lips made circle shape. Hay, hay. You will find the middle of your tongue touched or try to touch the roof of your mouth. Na, na. In this case, you can't find any touched place in your mouth. And we can find all of them in one word in the Quran. Nu, he, ha. Dhamma before waw. Kasrah before ya. Fathah before alif. So if we want to pronounce all of them, we will pronounce like that. No. Try to catch any touched place in your mouth. No, no, you can't. The second one, he, he. Can you find any touched places? No, excellent. Ha, ha. ha. So if you find any letter from this group, we call them the lengthened letters. We must know that the articulation point of them is aljawf, or the empty space in the throat and oral cavity. For reminder, we studied two articulation points today. The first one is al-khayshum, the nasal cavity, and we can make the sound of al-khayshum, we call it al-ghunna, with noon and meme. And the second part is al-jawf, the empty space in the throat and oral cavity. We make in this articulation point three sounds. The first one, long wow, long vowel wow, long vowel ya, and long vowel alif. Anything else, inshallah, we will study them in the future. We have another three articulation points. The first one is al-halq, the throat, the lips, and the tongue. And inshallah, we will study the characteristics of all of them, inshallah, in the near future. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم.